Sometimes it's about comparison. You're comparing yourself with others. And so it causes you to have an inferior assessment of yourself because the person or people you're comparing yourself to, many days they started in a better place than you. Many days they've been doing it longer than you. Come on now. In many days they've been more dedicated to it than you. You know, your present output is not a true reflection of your value. It's just that they've had more metrics to work in their favor than you've had to this point. We should never compare ourselves to others. And then sometimes we have inferior assessment of ourselves because of the negative feedback of toxic people. People that tell us, oh, well, you know, you're not this and you're not that, and you have higher expectations of yourself than you should. And unfortunately, a lot of times these people are our family. There's some of you that are watching me right now, and the people that pour all of this negativity into you, that empowers, that generates this inferior self-assessment of you, are people that have your blood. We don't always know what to do with that when the people that are supposed to be our caretakers and our greatest promoters are many times our greatest detractors. We don't know what to do with that. The desire to be accepted. It's the longing for acceptance that is a universal human experience. All humans long to be accepted. Many people go to great lengths, sometimes even self-destructive lengths, to gain the approval and acceptance of others. Sometimes seeking the acceptance of others compromises your values or your true self in the process. You got to get clear on, not being concerned about people's opinions, because you're going to always have some that agree with you, some that don't. And they're going to always, the negative people are going to always be most vocal. And you got to just get to the point that you really don't care what people's opinions are. Once you know that, you're in alignment with God, and this is what God has for you, and you're doing what God told you to do, and you're doing what feels good. But worrying about what others think can be paralyzing and can prevent you from living authentically. Many people become obsessed with projecting an image of success. You can become so obsessed with the image of success, you fail to produce the substance of it. Stop being as concerned about looking successful and become more concerned with being successful. And it's then that you're going to find a congruency between the look of success and actual, like in relationships. A lot of people want to look like they have a happy marriage, but they don't actually work on having a happy marriage. Cultivate relationships with people who accept you for who you are. You don't want to be in relationship with people that don't accept you for who you are. You do not want to be in relationship with people who do not accept you as you are. It's better to be by yourself than to be with people that you have to put on and act for, people that don't really accept you. You got to behave, you got to act like you're this or that to be in their circle. Man, let them take their circle and go on up the street with that. You don't need to be in the middle of that. Set boundaries. Learn to say no to things that compromise your values or your well-being. Understand that not everyone's approval is necessary or beneficial. You don't have to be accepted by everybody. Limit comparison. Reduce exposure to things that fuel comparison. Like some of you need to limit your time on Instagram. Instagram is just 99% a lie. People got all of this stuff on here painting this image of their life, and most of that stuff is a lie. They fabricating, or they're showing you their best days. They're not showing you the full scope. And you sitting there comparing yourself to these people. And then practice mindfulness. Become aware of when you are overly concerned with others. Know yourself. See what you're doing. And when you find yourself overly concerned with others, reel yourself in.